So let's take a look. Our module, what are we going to be doing today? You guys ready to read with us? Yeah. Here we go. Today you will orally recount and then independently write about the central message in the lizard and the sun. Woo, that's a mouthful. Okay, orally recount. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does recount mean? What do you think that means, Diana?
It means like recall.
Like recall. And what do we do when we recall? What do we do? Agnia, what do we do?
Like when we tell the important information from the story.
Great job, kid. Okay. Then we will write about the central message. What do you think the central message is? What does it mean when you say central message? Hatham?
The central message is what is happening in the what's the problem in this and the solution.
Okay, Grace?
I think the central message is like what the story is trying to teach us.
Do we agree? All right, okay. All right, but before we get to that, we have all of our materials. And we're going to do a little bit of rehearsing our song. So, song and movement, we do what we can. Are we ready? We do what we can. We do what we can to make our space a better place. We do what we can. What if I am small? But what if I am small? How can I do anything if I am not so tall? There's lots of things to do. There's lots of things to do. Look around the school you're in and find the things to do. You can help your friends when they need a hand. Helping hands can make a difference all across the land. You can help your school to make it a clean place. Cleaning up the mess you make will leave no trace. We do what we can. We do what we can to make our space a better place. We do what we can. Amazing. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. That was amazing. Give your neighbor a pat on the shoulder so you were amazing too. That was really good. All right, my friends. So, first things first, we're going to start with a little bit of a brain exercise. So, who can tell me, what is a prefix? What is a prefix? What is a prefix? Actually, tell your partner, what is a prefix? All right, 3, 2, 1. What is a prefix, Violetta?
A prefix is something you add to the base word. Like a prefix can be like a word meant.
Oh, okay. And you said a base word. What's a base word, Shaw?
Something that is in the middle of two words.
In the middle of two words? Do you agree? Do you agree, Diana?
A base word is like a word that when you add prefix or suffixes, you can break it and then you can cover it, and then you will still have a word.
Oh, okay. So today, during your activity, you're going to work with a partner. And you are going to work together to put prefixes and base words together and make a new word. So let's take a look at an example. So if I show you a word such as this, what word is that?
Like.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Yusuf, what does that mean?
Like means like you like something, like if you see a toy car and you really like it and it's cool.
Okay. All right. So would you say that is a prefix or is that a base word? Noel?
Base word.
Base word. Okay. Okay. Now, what if I put this on there? This. What is that? What is that? Answer, what's that?
That's a prefix because it's the A prefix is in the beginning and a base word is a whole thing.
Okay, so what do you think is going to happen when I add them together? What happens when I add them together, Zaria?
It changes the word and it's like the opposite. Where like this means like you don't like it.
So it changed it to the opposite meaning?
So when you add a prefix, it changes the meaning of the base word. Interesting. So guess what you're going to be doing? You are going to be playing with base words and adding prefixes to them and seeing what kind of words can you make. So, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So, you and your partner are going to get a baggie. Inside this baggie, you're going to have some base words and you're going to have some prefixes. You're going to work together in order to make new words. All right, are you ready? Go ahead and move closer to a partner. You can go sit wherever you'd like. Listen for the bell. And here we go. As soon as you have your baggie, you're free to go. What word is that?
It's Cooper.
So we have the word open. What does open mean? Open door. What's another example? A flower opens. Amazing. What else? You open your water bottle. What else? You can open your shirt. What else?
Open car.
Oh, you can open your car door, right? What would be the opposite of open?
Open your book.
What would be the opposite? So that means it doesn't mean open, like non-open, or can we say disopen, or could we say unopen? What would make the most sense?
This open.
Unopen. How could you give me an example of when you unopen something?
Yeah. Open.
Unopen. What would that mean? What would that mean, unopen? If you open something, what's the opposite of that? What would be the opposite of that if you open something up? An open flowers, or what if it's an unopened flower? What would that be? Closed. Amazing, Anise. Everybody say closed. That's the opposite of open, right? So we had something open, and what does it mean if it's unopened? It's closed. It's not open anymore, right? Okay, let's look at another word. This is the word verbal. Say verbal. Verbal. Verbal is talking. Talking, right? So what would be the opposite of verbal?
Talking.
If you're not talking, right? So does that make sense?
Yes.
So verbal is talking. And then if you're not verbal, that means you're not talking, right? So let's figure out what prefix would go with that. Disverbal, does that make sense? No. Unverbal? Unverbal. Let's try all of them. Or nonverbal. Nonverbal. That sounds like that makes sense, right? Nonverbal. Okay. So we have unopen and nonverbal. Now, let's look at this word living. Living. Say living.
Living.
What does living mean? Well, what does living mean? Okay. What does living mean? Are plants alive? Okay, so they're living. Are we alive? Yeah. So then we are living, we're breathing. Everybody do, because we're living, okay? What would be the opposite of living? Think about when we think of, non-living. Where do you remember that from? Non-living. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Non-living. When we learned about plants, right? We knew that there was living and non-living. So what does non-living mean? It's not alive, right? That means you're just not alive. Great job, Anise. You're doing amazing. Okay. What about able? Able. Say able. Able. If you're able to do something, that means you can do it, right? You are able to do it. So what would be the opposite of that? Raise your hand. What would be the opposite of able? So I am able to play soccer. What would it mean if I wasn't able to play soccer? And that means you're not allowed or that you can't, right? So able is when you can do something. What would be the opposite of that? Not able, but we don't have the not as a prefix. We only have dis, we have un, and none. Which one would make the most sense? Non-able, say disable, or unable? Non? Okay, Islam says non. What do you guys think? Non-able, unable, disable. Unable. So if you're unable to do something, you can't do it.
Some of the new words that they made. Now share the base word first. Okay, go.
Unhelpful.
Unhelpful. So what was the base word?
Unhelpful.
And what's the prefix? And you put them together?
Unhelpful.
Ooh, hopefully nobody's unhelpful here. All right, go ahead. Non-living. Ooh, reminds us of something that we've learned before, right? What's the base word? What's the prefix? None. And what do you put them together? Ah, like what we've learned in science about living and non-living, right? Okay, Isel.
Unable.
What did you say?
What's the base word? Guys, it's good. Don't be shy.
Unable.
Unable. So the base word was able, and we added on, and we said we're.
Unable.
All right, go ahead and put all of your words. I know, it's a fun game. You guys can do it again. Go ahead, put it in your baggies. Please put the baggies on the white table and bring your bodies back to the room.